And I think the top 5 funniest voices in StarCraft 2, CombatEX is up there. It's one of the things you are top in the charts in. But Night End would be a strong number 1 or 2. Strong.
Yeah.
Well, there was a poll of who's most hated, and I was actually second most hated.
Who's first?
Well, I was Reddit.
Who was first?
The most hated, surprisingly. I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised.
It was a while ago when it was in vogue to be mad at me.
Oh. Okay, you guys ready?
Go.
Yeah, man, let's do it up. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this fucking dweeb. That's so lucky. I was actually winning that entire game. I don't think there was a point.
No, you didn't make the upgrades.
Yeah, exactly. If I had upgrades. No, like if you didn't kill my 2 forges, I guess if they were placed in
He had upgrades, if he defended the harass better.
No, I defended the harass pretty well. It's just when I A-moved my army, I lost my whole army, and that's the main thing that made me lose the game.
If he didn't
Yeah, I mean, he was 3-3 when you were 0-0, I think. I don't think you ever had a chance to win that after you lost your forge.
I'm telling you, when he had like 7 Colossus versus just pure Marauder Marine, and there was like 7 Vikings on the map.
You never have to attack your opponent. You have to realize that the best way to play.
Yeah, but I think that's what Major was aiming for, though. Like he said he wasn't getting ghosts or medevacs because he had so many colossi.
Yep.
So like I don't think Major, like I think from our perspective, like from we were watching, like it looked weak, but I think that's what he was going for. I think he was happy with that.
He had no army. He had only colossi. They do nothing. Am I right?
Yeah, he's right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're not supposed to ever attack. That's my philosophy, and I stand by it. Like I think if you attack, you're putting yourself in a position where you can eventually somehow lose your army if your opponent's army is bigger than yours, and so that's why I think attacking.
That's what Nayokin says. This game, you shouldn't attack.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't attack. You should be like it's kind of like think of StarCraft 1 like J-Dog against Flash. Like they only attacked after they both had like 4 or 5 bases. Like that's because they both played perfectly. Obviously, I don't play perfectly, but I do aim for that.
Yeah, but this is not StarCraft 1 though.
Yeah, the difference is
it's gonna eventually be StarCraft 1, so why not?
No, it won't.
There's points in the game.
Not gonna be StarCraft 1, but also Jaedong was very aggressive. Nobody would call him a passive Zerg.
Well, he was aggressive in terms of expanding. He was never aggressive in
combat.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was aggressive with okay. But again, no big battle happened between Jaedong and Flash until I remember all the game. I used to keep up with Jaedong and Flash all the time when they played, and they barely ever engaged before 3 or 4 bases. And that's because they were trying. It makes sense. You're supposed to play a game where battles shouldn't happen, and I don't know.
The problem.
That's actually why I think In Control's play gimmicky, because he attacks with the most gimmicky units, and then he always does not always. Sometimes he doesn't do damage, and that's when he loses. And then that's why I don't know. That's my opinion on why attacking is stupid, and that's why I don't like In Control's play at all. That's why I think he's a bad player.
There you go.
Yeah, but
if anyone's wondering, there is the.
And I'm being completely serious. That's actually why.
No, fucking passive play is the way to play. It's like Brood War, and it's like how Jaedong played. Jaedong never fucking attacked. And that's why I fucking, when I watch a Control play, it attacks at random times, weird units, sometimes it doesn't do damage, and then he dies. That's why I don't like Control. It's like, we started off so far away from there, and you still were able to bring it back to your home.
Gotta bring it back to chirping in Control. I gotta bring it back to chirping in Control. That's just what I do.
Fun. I understand. And you know what? The world needs ditch stickers. You will always have a job as being envious of other people. Don't worry about that.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
That was what I just said. Combat, you gotta focus this game. We'll talk about how you think I'm better than you after this.
You still haven't unblocked me In Control.
Well, I was saying if you calm down, I might just do that. And then you yelled at me about telling you what to do, and I clarified that I didn't tell you what to do, I just said if. So proud of White Rise doing so fucking good in this tournament.
Fuck up.
Who's playing?
Well, right now he's playing Nama, who actually is doing really well for himself as well. A guy who fell off the grid.
Wow, you didn't cancel one.
Yeah. I don't like Nama. He's really bad. Really
hey, you didn't cancel.
Yeah, sir.
I don't think you should dislike someone for not being, in your opinion.
No. What I don't like is his play. He's playing me.
Oh, you don't like his play? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't like In Control's play.
No, I don't mean as a person. I don't know him.
We were talking about Nama.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about in control. You always gotta bring it back to in control. Remember? Didn't I just clarify this?
Oh, that's alright. That's fine. Oh my god. Sauce gonna attack here. Don't do it! Sauce!
Playing Knighten, right?
Yeah, and you can't attack with this composition. You have to wait till you're in the middle of the map. He's about to fight. Oh god, this is gonna be ugly. I mean, he's got Immortals in the medevac, but it is only 3 Colossus.
See, I got 4 racks and you die. What the fuck is this?
No, because like, okay, first of all, you went, yeah, no, man.
It's already in your base. If I go 4 racks.
No, it's not. What are you kidding me? No, it comes
Yeah.
out 4x. 4x hits when my first Colossus is almost done. Then I can buy time with Sentry Force Fields.
With that, you have nothing. What the fuck?
Sentry.
Yeah, because like, oh my god, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I don't lose to 4x. Like,
Yeah, but
barely.
you're not scouting anything.
Yeah, I saw a bunker. I saw a bunker at your fucking ramp, so I know you
Doesn't
fast
matter.
expanded.
Yeah. But you got 4 racks after expand. That's what I meant. And you die.
All I know is I don't lose to 4x very often, or ever actually.
No, you're
So-
not supposed to lose. But if you do this, you should die.
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, my builds don't die to like early game shit. Like, so don't think like I don't know. They just don't die to early game shit.
Major, you should
Yeah.
know by now, 1 gate expand into 1 gate robo into 1 gate robotics facilities.
Shut the fuck up in
Okay.
control. Like, don't try to like act all smart. Like, I'm very like you don't know shit about this game. So shut the fuck up. Like my builds, I don't lose to fucking 4x or whatever the fuck. you just-
Combat, in your defense, you are...
You do have one stalker.
He's
Yeah.
logged in hundreds of ladder games on the NA, so he knows exactly what he's talking about.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
No, it's risky. You just lose to anything.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no,
would
okay,
hope
okay,
it's
fine.
risky.
Oh,
Holy
pause me
shit!
for a second. Okay, so it's risky
and
to
you're getting
okay,
way
hold on.
ahead.
Hold that 1
That is
second,
nothing.
Tommy. Hang on, I need to help Major. He's trying to learn English a little bit. It's not risky. The word you're looking for is retarded. It does start with but it's not risky.
Okay,
Now, go ahead,
let me
Gom.
talk, alright? So, 4x, let's talk about 4x for a second. It's a pretty much, it's not an all-in build, but it's really fucking aggressive to the point where if I do anything besides a 1-gate robo, the 4x is most likely
No,
considered
you
an
don't
all-in build.
understand the build. You
And
get a third
hence,
command really fast
I,
behind that build.
I'm not bothering explaining this.
I mean, how would you stop
Okay.
anything? It's 8 minutes in and you have 2 stalkers.
Yeah, because I know, okay, I can warp in 3
stalkers.
I can warp in sentries by time. It's cross position.
How many?
You can
How
warp in
many?
Sentries in the time. 3 sentries is all you need to stop that ramp, and then 1 Colossus does come out by the time 3 force fields block that ramp. Trust me, I don't lose to early shit.
Okay, what if he had I don't know, what if he had like 1 medevac?
Drops just don't
No,
come out.
you don't have that. There's no way.
Yeah, they don't come out in time. Trust me, I know my builds. They don't lose to early shit. Ready?
Alright.
He knows his
Just
build.
saying.
It's I don't know, it's 8 minutes
But
in.
you already
It
won
seems
the game because you're so far ahead doing
Trust me, I don't lose to early shit. Like the last game, I shouldn't. The 16 next or whatever. Yeah, that's fucking risky.
It's gotta be
That-
a best of 3. I think.
No, 60 next is fine. What I mean is the follow-up.
No, yeah. I mean the follow up. Yeah, that was risky as fuck. I agree. But like this build is not risky at all.
Okay.
I don't see any risk.
No, me neither. I mean, it's
What's your
9
record?
minutes in.
Please just bring it up. Like.
What's your record, MLG?
So better than yours. Fucking way better than yours,
It's
actually.
actually not. It's not better than mine.
I beg to differ. I think 0-0 is better than 1 to 20.
Well, yes, in the last several MLGs I did quite bad against the best players on the planet. In the other MLGs I did quite well. And you
Considering-
didn't go to any of them because you had lessons. Or no, not lessons, excuse me. You had, what is it?
Exams.
Exams?
That's cool. Got to go to a school.
You realize that, right, Combat? Like, I actually did quite well for myself, and then the Koreans came in, and the best players, and I started losing a little bit more.
So you consider the 5 Koreans that attend MLG the best players?
The
best
5
5?
Koreans? Do you even watch this shit? Do you know my group's Combat?
I keep up with your. Well, I
Okay.
try to keep you get
Okay,
eliminated with
so
Pat,
in the
but I keep up.
Bomber, Puma, Chef, Kiwi Kaki, and then Sase.
Not at that level to be
How
competing
well am I
against
supposed to
straight
do
up.
in that? How well am I supposed to do in that group?
I don't think I actually don't recall Kiwi Kaki beating me. I'll be completely honest with you.
I just
think
realized
it's
I
fucking
wasted
ridiculous.
4 seconds of my life trying to reason with you, and then you make a comment like that, and it's like, oh, obviously.
Seriously, don't recall Kiwi Kaki beating me. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, you're dead.
Ask him yourself. I don't recall Kiwi Kaki beating me.
Oh my god, dude.
I know you guys might think I'm full of shit. All that fucking yeah. I'm
Is it-
happy you guys think that.
You
But
think
I-
you're better than Kiwikaki for real?
No, I think all his other matchups are way better than mine. I think my PvP is better than his.
Oh my god. Your PvP is terrible.
Yeah, maybe when I play. When's the last time I played you, huh?
Every time you're not cheating, I've never lost to you. Never.
If you say so.
Deezer's actually better than you, but Deezer cheats, so I have less respect for him than you right now.
I think you're better at PvZ than Deezer
I
combat.
think that could be possible. That could be true.
Yeah.
We'd have to see how he does when there's not a Skype call going on, though. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I just got super far behind from the counter rush that game, and then
Dude, I thought maybe
he was ready for the metas.
this game, but it looks like he's just gonna win anyways.
Yeah, that was smart.
I'm curious about the robotics bay.
Pero ahora,
He knows I'm gonna go Colossus, so I don't go Colossus. Okay, are you happy now? Is that what you wanted to hear? You fucking
But
don't
he
know.
didn't make anything that's good against Colossus.
Well,
Yeah.
I would assume he made stuff that's good against Colossus. I don't know why he didn't. It's a little weird to me.
whoa, whoa.
What's that noise?
Yeah, what is that shit?
Wait.
I think it's Jeff.
Christ. Why didn't you counter Colossus? Why didn't you make anything that counters Colossus? I made a Colossus.
Does this be all cost counter Colossus?
Serious?
Yes.
That many tanks, you mean?
And besides, I already started doing this build when I scouted your ship. I can change it. I don't play Furnace. I have to stick to
In control still here?
I don't know.
Oh. So, why are you still not making Colossi though, or Immortals or something?
Sorry, the fan was blowing on the...
Oh yeah, I forgot I had the robotics support bait, to be completely honest.
Nice.
You know, it's kind of cool you held off that attack, though. That was good.
Yeah, but
Well, I
like,
expected him. I don't know. I guess I expected him to make like and Vikings before he pushed out, but he pushed out before Vikings, which is really weird.
No, you shouldn't
But
push
here's the
outside.
thing. Here's the thing. You criticize me about being a gimmicky player. You go robotics bay, and then you anticipate him making Vikings without scouting at all, because obviously you didn't make an observer. Because you don't
Yeah,
make
well,
observers.
okay. What do you make against like Colossus, huh? As
You
a
fucking
transfer?
scout! You
make
scout
Vikings.
for Christ's sake!
Oh, why the hell?
If we go back to the game where you went 1 Gate Robo, 3 Nexus, 2 Stalker against him, which is this game, you would have seen he actually had 2 tanks and like 5 Marines by the time you could have had a Colossus out. And that's why he was saying, I'm already dead. But then
Yeah.
you were like, no, actually I'll just make unupgraded gateway units. And he was like, well, okay. If you're going to play really dumb, then I guess I'll win. I mean, you still haven't taken the gases at your natural. You're just
No, because
now
I'm
taking
going.
your
I know, because I'm going mass gateway units. I'm not going the fucking. Man,
That's
fuck
not
it.
gonna
You're honestly, I'm.
That's upgraded gateway units. Like, you
Yeah,
should- Twilight
yeah,
Council,
it works
now
when
have-
you're on 3 base. I get really early 3 base when I fake the. Honestly, I'll talk to you after this game. I'll tell you what's going on. I'll
okay,
tell you
but
what's
like
going
even now, why are you
I might
not
lose, but
making
I'll tell you what's
Colossi?
going through my head. Now I should be making. Well, no, because I'm expecting him to make Vikings, but he's not making Vikings. I
What
don't know
about
why
what
that
about
is.
Immortals? Or
You should fucking scout. You should have an observer in his base. Like, how do you
He scout-
criticize me and sit around?
Because he scouted. Because he scouted. Okay, I already know his army composition now, but he scouted my fucking. He scouted my fucking robotics support base, so I was anticipating he'd.
Scouted.
You know? Yeah, so he would assume. I would assume he makes.
you know that's how I lost against Marine King.
Combat. Here's your chance to hear a legitimate. Like, this is what actual Protoss players do. They make their robotics bay, then they make 2 unupgraded Colossus, so that they still actually have a pivotal moment where the Terran now has to counter him.
I'll talk to you after this game, and I'll tell you what's going through my head. All right, I can see what you're saying, and I guess I can see.
Yeah,
why you're
I mean,
saying
if
that, but-
you're aiming to play perfect, yeah, you can't just get away with shit like this.
No, you can, and I'll tell you why after this.
No,
I
you
didn't get
can't.
away with it because he didn't make Vikings, but I'll tell you, like, I'll explain after this game, okay?
Right, but like you shouldn't be cutting corners and assuming that he's gonna make Vikings.
Well, no, that's not. That's an assumption based on him being a good player. Which
Well,
he is a good player.
that's how I lost to Marine King at MLG. Like, I went like for this all in on Selnaya because Selnaya is the shittiest map in the world, right?
Yeah, it's the worst.
So it's like I go like for 4 drone harass, and then I kill 3 SCVs and lose 1 drone. And then he types like, wow, lol, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna beat Marine King, right? And then I go for like a roach war, and then I make 5 roaches, and he's making Hellions, so everything's going according to plan. So he's making Hellions and Marines, and then I'm like, okay, he just saw all my roaches, now he's gonna make either Marauders or tanks. And then I stopped making roaches, went Lynx and Banelings to bust the tanks and the Marauders, but he just kept making Hellions and Marines, and I lost.
Aliens and Marines are good.
Yeah, not against roaches. I mean, I assumed that he would switch off of it. Like, you can't do that.
Alright, let's game. What do you want to know? Okay, so let me tell you what's going through my head. So, I made the robotics. Okay, first of all, my opening does not die to any 4 to 4x, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to argue that because, like, I can see why you guys would argue. Be like, oh, 4x hits. No, it doesn't hit. Alright, trust me, I played like 5,000 ladder games. I know it doesn't hit. Secondly, he saw my robotics support bay, alright? I was going to make Colossus. That was actually my plan to make Colossus. But then I realized, you know what? Since he saw it, I'm not gonna make Colossus, and I know he's probably gonna. This is why I didn't get the obs, because I'm like, I know he's gonna wait for Vikings and then he's gonna push out, which is, you know, stereotypically what Terrans do before they push out. I mean, he could take an early third base, which is fine because I took my early third base, so I know I had that.
Chipmunks Christmas.
Hold on.
Can you slow down a little?
Yeah, holy
Okay,
shit.
so then I know that the timing for Vikings comes after. Okay, so the reason people don't go really fast 3 base is because there's a timing that Terran can hit, which is like pre-starport timing, and that can kill you. But I knew that if with my Colossus support bay that he saw, he would have to get Vikings and then push, and in which time my my third base would already be running. And so, with that in mind, I knew that I could fake the Colossus tech, force him to make Vikings, which would be useless against a mass gateway army, and then I would be able to kill his first push, and then I would have an economic lead, and then I would start making Colossus after I killed the Vikings that were useless in the first fight. But he pushed without Vikings, and that ruined everything.
Yeah, but you didn't do that assumption. Your opponent scouting.
Well, okay, my scouting, honestly, it's going to sound really weird, but my scouting was you scouting my robotic support bay. With you scouting my robotic support bay, I already knew what you should have done, which you didn't do.
But I went one
I
rack into double gas, so there's no way I can change my build after that.
I don't know, I guess.
I'm
but
forced
like,
to do that build.
Like, if I actually went, like, Colossus, I guess that build's still good against Colossus, but...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Like, yeah, you got me, right? Like, you know, you got me. I'm not gonna lie, but again, my scouting was you scouting my robotic support bay, and so I knew you would get Vikings. But you didn't get Vikings.
Wait. Your scouting was him scouting your robotics bay?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, actually. My scouting was... I didn't have to send an obs in his base because I would already know that he needs to get Vikings to stop my Colossus, and so I already knew that that's what he would have been doing, and he didn't do it, and he beat me. So, you know, yeah, that's why I lost, like, straight up, because, you know,
Like, Combat, like, I'm not gonna criticize you. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna criticize you for what you did. I think it's smart, and it could pay off, like, in a tournament, you know?
Okay.
But that's gimmicks, like, at its best.
I mean, like, I think,
you're
like...
rolling a dice. You're saying, he scouted this, I think, because I don't know, that he'll now do this, and you're hedging all your bets on that.
Yeah.
That could have
It's a
worked.
good
Like,
bet.
that's-
It's a bet
that's-
that he's a smart player, and, like, I'm not saying
That's-
he's not a smart player, but I'm saying it's like saying when you see Mutalists, you're like, okay, they're either gonna go Stalkers or Phoenix, like, you know, like that's.
And then they go Zealots and die? Is that what you're trying to say?
Or, like,
Exactly.
Storm.
So, like, when he saw my robotic support bay, I assumed he would go Vikings because that's essentially the only hard counter to Mass Colossus, and he pushed when I would only have one Colossus out, which is really smart, and that's why I lost, because he pushed earlier than I anticipated he would push.
Let me run tops. Ready? Robotics bay, 200-200. Observer, 25-75. You just did the same thing.
No, man.
Now you're using Observer.
No, it's because those Vikings would have been useless in the fight when he actually pushed, because I would have 8 gates and he would have, like, Vikings with, like, 3 or 4 barracks. And
Yeah, I think we all understand what you're trying to say. Like, and it makes sense, you know. But it's gimmicky.
No, it's not gimmicky because that's what would happen. Like honestly, okay, straight up, if we watch the replay, when he pushed, I had like 1,000 minerals. Like I macroed really badly that game. I forgot to start my charge upgrade too, and so it started really late. And like I think I would have held that off. Like that build that I did that game. If I won, I would have said I usually don't lose with that build because I don't.